Hello, welcome to Soulprint Intuitive Tarot. This is the final video of 2020. So first, I want to say thank you for all of my viewers and subscribers who have supported this channel, who have sent lovely, lovely Christmas and New Year's wishes my way. I send them right back. I wish each one of you an amazing and abundance-filled 2021. It has been an amazing experience for me, and I've enjoyed it. And for any of you who are wondering, I will continue to do Soulprint Intuitive Tarot videos as long as there is a need for them. So I'm not going anywhere anytime fast. And next week, we resume our sort of normal scheduling. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday is going to be a Soulprint Intuitive Tarot video. Tuesday, Thursday is going to be an Insights video, and Sunday is going to be a Positive Energy Circle video. I do want to give you a heads up and let you know that on Sunday for the Positive Energy Circle, we will be doing a sort of healing blast of energy to Marie of Marie's Table and her husband. COVID has come to their door. And so I know many of you have sent your prayers and best wishes forward to her. Some of you knew way before I did. Some of you reacted to the message I posted. And thank you for all of that. That's amazing. And I'm sure Marie is beyond touched. I know the power of your good wishes, because I've been on the receiving end of them a time or two. And I'm sure that Marie and her husband are going to receive that same blessing from you. And also on the Positive Energy Circle this Sunday is sort of a goodbye to 2020 and a hello to 2021 kind of bucket list. So it was kind of fun to do. I've already recorded it, so I'm sure you're going to really enjoy it. Okay, so here we are. So I want to take a look at two distinct things today, even though they run side by side. So the first one is the Georgia runoff on January 5th. And on January 6th, of course, is that Senate vote, I guess, to confirm Biden's win. I don't know the right language of that, and so I know you all know what I'm talking about, so I'm not going to get too hung up on giving it the right title. As promised, I do have my handy dandy pendulum here, so let's just ask a couple questions to sort of get our feet wet, shall we? For any of you new to this channel, that side-to-side motion you see is when the pendulum is ready to talk. Pendulum, please show me yes. And you'll see it moves into a back and forth motion, and pendulum, show me no. And you'll see it goes around and around. So let's start with the runoffs in Georgia. So far, from what I've heard, amazing turnout. So once again, the state of Georgia is proving to be a powerful force for change. That's amazing. It really is amazing. And for those of you who are in Georgia, give yourselves an extra pat on the back, because as a state, you have really delivered for the light. Okay, so here we go. Is Jon Ossoff going to win the Senate race in Georgia in January? Is he going to come away the winner of that race? So that's a nice strong yes for him. Thank you, Pendulum. And is Raphael Warnock also is he going to win his bid for a Senate seat in Georgia in January's race? And a nice strong yes for him too. So that looks like super good news for people who already are wanting to move away from the corruption and the self-centered and self-focused behavior of some members of the Republican Party. Is Mitch McConnell going to lose control of the Senate? Yes. Okay. Are the Democrats with who will be Vice President Harris voting, are they going to control the U.S. Senate? The Democrats, are they going to take control of the U.S. Senate? Yes, they are. So that is really, really good news. Okay, let's shift on to the 6th, shall we? So on January 6th, there is a vote in the Senate. Trump has spent a great deal of energy trying to figure out a way to overturn his election. Is that vote going to support Trump in any way? Is that vote going to help him overturn the election? That's a nice, big, powerful no. Whatever confirmation needs to happen on January 6th pertaining to the Joe Biden, Kamala Harris administration taking place, is that going to happen? Yes. Okay, so it doesn't matter what Trump and a few of his crazy cronies do. They're not going to be able to overturn the result. This is the thing that Trump just refuses to acknowledge. He lost by a lot, okay? This isn't like a few votes. It's a few million votes that he won by, that Trump lost by. Is Trump going to, is Trump going to spend a significant time in Washington in those first 3 weeks of January 2021? No. Is he going to concede the election? Not on your life. Is Donald Trump going to be present at the inauguration? Is he going to be at the inauguration ceremony? No. Is Donald Trump going to be in Washington on January 20th, 2021? Is he going to be in Washington? Okay, so do you see what's happened? The pendulum has gone uncharacteristically still. So what that's telling me is that on a conscious level, Trump has not made that decision. When the pendulum just goes still like that, it generally means that the answer is unknown. Now, previously, we've gotten answers that he would be or he wouldn't be, but it feels like whatever's going on energetically around him right now is not good. And so as of right now, it doesn't look as if he actually knows which way he's going to jump. We'll say it that way. On election day or around election day, are Biden and Harris in any sort of significant physical danger? No. Okay, so that's good to know. All right. So let's start with January 5th. Let's take a look at whatever information or insight we can be given with regards to the Senate race in Georgia. Let's just take a slurp of this first. Today is reindeer. Okay. Come on down. Okay, so Georgia runoff race, Georgia runoff race, Georgia runoff race. Now I understand that Trump's going to be there on the 4th, I believe. Or that's the plan. Fabulous. Okay. You'll notice I didn't ask specifically about one or the other candidate. So the energy around that race is that there's a very, very, very strong desire to create balance again, not only in Georgia where the election interference has been taken to heights almost unimaginable. It has been so corrupted by the Republicans. And there really is a very strong desire for there to be a balance, there to be some honesty and some integrity brought into the entire election process in Georgia. And so even though a lot of people are really, really motivated, so this is sort of how it kind of breaks down. You've got people sort of on the Democratic side who are voting because they've had enough of the corruption, and they've had enough of Mitch McConnell and his do-nothing Senate, and they want the power to go to the Democrats so that Joe Biden will actually have the support he needs in Senate to get some of his, his agenda taken care of and done, because nobody wants to see 4 years of nothing but stall. And that's exactly what will happen. So that's them. Then you have other people who really, they're voting Republican. And I hate to say this, and I'm trying not to glump everybody together, but they're voting that way because they simply don't want to see things change. They don't want, for example, people of different color to have the same rights and privileges as those old white folks do. They don't want women to have the right and the ability to control what happens with their body. They do not want to think about acknowledging same-sex relationships. They are just so determined to hang on to those old dinosaur thought processes. And that's what they're about. And they're not seeing beyond their own selfish interests, ideas, or beliefs. And Trump has done a lot of damage in that regard. I mean, when you have evangelical ministers coming out and warning people against Trumpism, that whole thing has gone right off the rails. But it definitely looks like the force is going to be behind that balance, bringing that balance into being. People are interested in a new way. They want a new start. They want it in Georgia. And by extension, Georgia understands that their votes impact the entire next few years of the United States government. They understand that. They understand that they are, frankly, the success or the failure of Biden's presidency. They're tired of the manipulation. They're tired of people becoming rich off of their backs. They are tired of the elite controlling things. And this Ace of Pentacles is talking about how, with this win, there will be the beginnings of a new distribution of wealth. And whether that wealth is about money or it is about, how people vote, it's about a multitude of things. But that is where the energy is going. It's going to this new beginning and this new vein, if you will, of abundance coming down the road for Georgia, and of course by extension for the United States. The old ways are about to fail. They're absolutely going to come crashing down. Their fortunes have shifted, and their time running Georgia is done. Now, they've still got that really corrupt Kemp guy. I don't know when he comes up for re-election, but I can promise you he will not be re-elected the next time. The writing is on the wall for him. So it very, very much looks like Georgia is going to have 2 Democratic senators. And anything that Donald Trump does to support, so like I said, I think he's supposed to be out there January 4th. I don't even know if he's actually ultimately going to show up. That honestly doesn't feel to me like a sure thing. But irregardless, whatever he does or says connected to this, he's just going to come off as unhinged. His emotions are so overwrought, and he more and more is behaving like the fool. And so whatever he says or does in support of those 2 Republicans, it's not going to work. It's going to like backfire. And that's terrific. So maybe for this period of time, we should just let Trump ramble about crazy stuff, because it's going to blow up in his face. But this hermit sitting here makes me wonder if he's actually even going to show up. Yeah. Okay. So this is the story in a nutshell. It's time for the old ways. I'll put that back in the order they originally were. It's time for the old ways to die in Georgia. It's time for that strong Republican hold on that state. It's over. And there's new beginnings, and that becomes the strength not only of the state of Georgia, but it also becomes the strength of the United States. Because with that vote, there is a restoration of balance. You've got the Hierophant coming forward and saying, we're there. We're going to start making things right. And I have to tell you, for a lot of Republicans, they're going to be really heartbroken. They're going to really, really feel that they just can't understand how this could have happened in, ruby red Georgia. Well, because it's not ruby red anymore. The demographics show that it's not ruby red anymore. And it very much looks like the vote is going to show that it's really, really not ruby red. In fact, it's gone blue. So as of right now, it very, very much looks as if Georgia's ready to flip. Okay. And let's take a look at January 6th and that Senate vote. And I'm not even sure. I don't know if it's the Senate that votes or if it's all of Congress that votes. I think it might be the Senate. That is one area of U.S. politics that I really don't have a lot of clarity on. That's what's at the bottom of that, right? Justice is about to be served. Okay. Come on down. I have a question. Here we go. January 6th vote, Biden-Harris. January 6th vote, Biden-Harris. January 6th vote, Biden-Harris. There you go, people. The star has come forward first to let you know that the promise of new beginnings and healings is there for you. It will not be denied. It doesn't matter what they try to do. Balance is being returned to the country. There is going to be a big sigh of relief as that vote comes to a close, and nothing has changed. It is not going, there's not a way for it to go in Trump's favor. He just keeps dangling this stuff because he keeps wanting to get money. This is what you all need to understand. All of this political theater is about Trump lining Trump's pockets. End of discussion. That's all it is. Trump's going to be shot down. I don't mean literally, people, but I mean this attempt is not going to succeed for him. And you have the three Icona cards, high Arcana cards sitting here showing you that the outcome that is right and just and fair and correct is exactly what's going to happen. And it feels very much like at that point, Trump's still going to yatter and rant and rave, but it really feels as if the power or the energy around him is really, really starting to ebb. I've used the analogy of a leaky tire before, and that just what it feels like. It's like this sense of being completely deflated or defeated. He's got a lot of worry because I think, this is the thing. He's kind of a little delusional, right? And so you're never quite sure. He knows that he's going to be in really big trouble when he leaves office, but he keeps holding on to these imaginary things that he thinks are going to save him, crazy stuff that's going on and things that are being tried. That Gomat guy, have you heard about that one? He's suing Pence because he wants the courts to decide that Mike Pence has the sole authority and ability to look at the votes, to count those votes, because that's part of what happens, the way I understand it, is the state, when the states assign their electoral votes, they get sealed. And what goes on the 6th is the unsealing of these votes and the final counting of them. This Gomat guy, who I don't know, man, I don't know. It's like his brains went through a meat grinder or something because they are so scrambled. I can't even understand half of what he says. He's suing so that Pence will be given the sole authority to change the numbers of the electoral votes any which way he sees fit. Have you ever heard anything more stupid? But Donald Trump is supporting that because he is so terrified about what is going to happen to him that he is sort of absolutely grasping at straws. But you know what? This is the thing. He's not going to win. He's going to continue to lose support. And anything that goes on after the 6th that Trump does, he's actually going to lose more support. Not only are Republicans going to continue to step away from him, but he actually may lose support within some of those Republicans who are still hanging, still holding on. And whether that is government Republicans, like officials, or whether that is just, your average voting person. But the behavior that goes on after the 6th by Donald Trump is going to ultimately, it'll just continue to feed his downfall. Yeah. This is it. He's so scared and he's so worried. And you know what? He's not going to win. There you have the Biden-Harris, my card for the Biden-Harris ticket. They're there. They're strong. Trump continues to be defeated, worried and delusional, right? Not sleeping at night, more and more erratic behavior, and he's being abandoned. And why not? There comes the Tower. So I think that, and here comes Justice. There's that Ace of Pentacles again. Okay, so this is where we're at, right? I'm not seeing anything to indicate that anything the Republicans try is going to be successful on the 6th. And in fact, it really feels to me as if they keep up the nonsense, it's really going to backfire for them. It doesn't feel as if they are going to reap any rewards or benefits from this. Maybe from those few people that are still really staunch Trump supporters, but slowly but surely, he's losing them at alarming rates, even though maybe we can't see it. Maybe there are polls that don't reflect it. I don't know. I'm just telling you energetically, people are stepping away from him because it's getting to the point where it's actually dangerous for people for people to kind of stay affiliated with him because they're getting painted with that same crazy brush. Okay? Oh, I guess my dogs have something to say about that too. So, there we go. That's my last video of 2020 for the Soulprint Insights channel. You all have a fabulous, fabulous new year. Stay safe, stay protected, and hang on to all the hope and all the blessings that are coming forward. And let go. It's time to let go of anything that doesn't serve. Because why do you want to drag it into the next new, bright, shiny year? You guys are amazing, and I thank you. Until next time, take care, be well. We'll see you in the new year. Bye-bye.